Alrighty, let's grab this. Hey everybody, how's it going? What's everybody up to? Hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, evening, or good night wherever you're located on the globe. This is our new shop truck. I'm just yanking the motor out of it. It's not, well, I guess technically we are going to be working on it today, but we have, as you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be ripping apart a 68 Charger we got in a barn. And we're going to see how well it is. We're going to see if it runs. Currently it's over yonder in the car bay, or not a car bay, car wash. I just want to get this ready to drop that motor in. I do have a motor already pre-built for this. And yeah, and I mean, the guy went bone stock on it. I mean, stock pistons, stock everything. This truck's not going to be about power or performance. It's going to be more or less just drive me around, get me where I got to go. You know what I mean? So, and it's a pick 'em up truck, so heck, nothing wrong with that, right? All right, let's see what we got. We got anything else put in here? Just the motor. Perfect. So before we go take a look at that Charger, look at that. Bone stock. Stock exhaust, stock heads, stock cams, stock everything. And in case y'all are like, yeah, right, it ain't stock. When we're done building it, today, before the end of the episode, we will be putting it on the dyno. So, boom. Perfect. Dang, that motor looks big in there. Alright, anywho, that's enough for that right now. We're going to go over here to the car wash. It's not there. Oh no, I forgot. It's in the front. Ah! Alright, let's run up front. There it is, right there. Beautiful 68 Charger. Look at that. Whoo! And actually, I didn't do too bad on it, to be honest. I'm down, what, 26 bucks? You know? Took a gamble, and I think this one's gonna pay off, you know. But we're gonna slide this over to the car wash. Gonna whoosh out the interior. And once we get it all washed up, we'll put our car lift A, and we'll take a good look at it. Perfect. Ooh, that's actually a nice color. Body's actually in not bad shape. I mean, let's see. What is it? The body's 64%. The parts are 26%. The interior is 77%, and so is the frame. So it's not that bad, really. Everything on this thing seems to be repairable. So that's cool. You know? All right, we're gonna slide this into here. All right, now, right off the hop, I was noticing we need an oil pan and no filter and a starter. I'm not going to worry about the exhaust peeps right now because I want to hear it run first. I guess it doesn't need nothing internally. That's nice. Beautiful. I'm not going to worry about these down pipes right here. I got the exhaust manifold for it. It's just got to be put on. And then guess what? It's going to be all ripped back apart again because we're going to rebuild everything on it. So first things first, we're going to get it running. Second thing, we're going to strip this motor out if it runs. If it doesn't, that sucks, but you know, we'll manage, right? All right, let's see here. We need to put this in here. Beautiful. We got to put the ignition coil. Now, did I get a fan for this thing? No, I did not. Okay, so I guess while we're waiting on a fan, I don't have a cover either. Cool. Anything else on the motor needs? I think that's just it, eh? Okay. Okay. Pretty dang good. Alright, so I think I'm going to order up a fan. Oh, wrong section. Over here. And we're going to go F-A-N. Let's see. Radiator fan B. Where are you? Right down over here. Cool. And while we're waiting on that, I have the factory transmission and such that came with it. I've repaired it all. So while we're waiting on the fan to show up, let's finish putting this thing together, shall we? I even got the exhaust peeps. I got everything. Like everything. Everything on this truck is completely bone stock. Nothing on it performance, because that's not what this one's intended for. Now, if this would have been a two-wheel drive model, sure. You know, I spent I mean, like literally a little over $20,000 on it. But, you know, it did come with a Ford Boss V8 block transmission. You know, all this camaraderie. And I think we're gonna put some fluid in it next, because that should be about it. Let's see, what's the fuel tank situation like? Ooh, brand spanking new. Look at that. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Even factory fuel, stock fuel filter. I mean, like, we're going back to basics on this one. Why? Because, well, I'm not really all for the performance on this one, we'll say. Alright, so by the time we put the fluid in here and get this thing fired up, our fan should be here. One would hope, anyway, you know. There we go. Put some oil in it, you know what I mean? Put some oil in it. Splish, splash, splish, splash. We're taking a bath. Oh, there we go. Some power steering fluid in it. Alrighty. We're going and getting it done slowly. Ooh, look at that, right on the money. Dang, I'm getting good at this or something. There we go. I do apologize, you know, for the last video there. No sound for the first, you know, like 5 minutes. Until I realized my mic was on. Or off, I mean. But this time, nope, we got voice, man. We got the voice. Alright, let's see. Come on, fill up, fill up, fill up. Let's go. Alright, we're good there. Alright, everybody. Let's see if we can get this bad boy fired up, shall we? I bet you I forgot to put a battery in it. Any bets? Place your bets. Oh, look at that. If anybody would have bet that I forgot, you would have won. I got a friggin' collection of batteries. Holy crap. Alright, let's try this one again, shall we? Beautiful. Alright, it runs. It's all been put back together, so technically, we're going to put this outside here at garage entrance C, and that's where we're going to leave it for now. We come back in here. Now we're going to finish. Oh wait, let's go see if our fan's here. No, no, no. Well, I guess it's not here as of yet. So let's go while we're waiting. Put this thing on the dyno. I mean, like, it has bone stock ECU. It has, okay, everything stock. Yes, all right. Factory power is supposed to be 403 horsepower at 5,900 RPM and 374 pound-feet of torque at 5,100 RPM. Let's see how close we are to it, shall we? Nice and quiet, wow. Dang, off the charts. And the numbers are exactly the same. As I was saying, it is completely bone stock. There is no performance on it whatsoever. And that's okay. That's what I wanted. Alright. Let's go ahead, bring this back over to garage entrance site. We do have interior for it. We got to put in yet. Alright. Now, I believe... yeah, they were put in... No, not that one. Yeah, it was put into this crate right here. Boom, there it is. Perfect. Let's go and run in here. Quickly put this on. Quickly. All the 4 bolts on. Alright, now. I'm missing a battery. I ain't got a battery, man. You believe that, know what I'm saying? I got one, man. Alright, let's go see if we can't get this thing to fire up. Yeah, maybe we should put oil in the motor first. Y'all think that'd be a good idea? I think so. We're gonna go blinded here. That could be good. Check the dipstick. It should work. Huh. Uh-huh. That's the first problem we gotta check right here. There's the first problem. Now I do have the part. Oh, there's another one. Please don't tell me an alternator. Rascally Wabbit. Alright, which fuse is bad? That big one right there, okay. Change this out. Alright, so what I'm going to do is we're going to order up the alternator. And then whenever it gets here, I'll turn the camera back on. So we'll see you when it gets here. Alright, delivery guy just left. We got our new alternator. Let's come on in here. Let's throw it on here. Well, we got to rip all this back apart again. I just nicely torqued it down. Alright, now we're going to pull off, what belt is it first? I believe it would be this belt. Nope, we need this one. This is the one that's got to come off right there. Alright, let's go ahead. It'll be simple fix. Swap a Rooney. There we go. Put the new one on. Perfect. Dang radiator's in the way. Put on this belt now. And in theory, now this is a hypothetical here, is it should start. Now I want to see if we got a cover for that for the fuse box. Right there, perfect. Just what the doctor ordered. Alright, let's go ahead and throw this fuse box cover on. Right there, perfection. Now, let's see if we can't get this thing running. That's a good start. I remember noticing something earlier. Let's just double check here. Ah, yeah, you know, sometimes it needs this, right? You know, just sometimes, you know, kind of needs that to run. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Is it seriously missing clip B? No, it's got all them. It's missing the downpipes, isn't it? This. Other than that, there should be. Oh, wait. I wonder. What's this like? Is that carburetor? No, fuel filter's good. Okay, I'll put that back on. Well, I have a new one anyway, just in case. Let's check out this carburetor here. Air filter looks decent. I mean, ding. Yeah, it might be a little bit done. You know, might be a little bit cooked. Nah, I don't think I have one of these in storage. Gosh darn it. Maybe I do. We done any OHVFs lately? There's a 4-barrel, which won't work. Crap. Okay. Alright, looks like we got another part we're gonna have to order here. And yeah, and then once it gets here, I will turn the camera back on. But first, let's order it up. It's a carburetor. It's in the C's. Went right past it. It's right over here. Kind of funny how Mopar is using all Chevy products. But alright, when it gets here, I will turn the camera back on. Alright, I stopped him as he was getting over here. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You can see his tire marks. He like peeled out of here. What a guy. But we got a carburetor. This can make all the difference in the world right here. This kind of makes me worry. Alright, let's check this out. What's that like? That's not bad. You know, 56%. What's this like? 57. You know, that's not bad. That's really not, you know, the whole air filter setup is not bad. That distributor cap might be pooched though. Nothing. I can't do a compression test until I put that other pipe on. Guaranteed. I ain't got no exhaust peeps. Crap. So yeah, it's going to be this right there. So clear this all out of the way, which I already had it marked off to purchase anyway. Yeah, so we'll get another one of these. What is it? Front exhaust section. Okay, front exhaust section. Hemi. Right there. Perfect. The other side already has one, so we're good on that. Other than that, I can't see there being anything else needed. I'm not doing a compression test, but they want me to put everything under the hood? Well, gosh dang. I can't do all that. I don't think I am special. I mean, the amount of time we put into just getting this car running, we could have already built another motor and put it in the car. But I want to try to use this original equipment here, you know what I mean? Alright, let's see. I'm not seeing anything else red so far. But there's a lot of stuff that needs to be checked, and I can't until I get it to actually... I wonder. While we're waiting, let's check this out too, right? Oh, that looks good. No, that's all good. Perfect. Goodness. Actually, I could repair all this stuff, can't I? Pretty sure I can anyway. There we go. Get that all cleaned up. Looking all brand spanking new now. You know what I mean? Alright, did you guys hear that door up there? No? Delivery guy just dropped off our exhaust pipe. So we'll put these all back on. And we'll go grab it. As I put this up in the air, because it has to be up in the air to put that pipe on, so. Alright, let's go over here. Is that it? Yep, that's it. We got it. Cool. Let's go quickly put this on. And I'm about to do something that's a big, big no-no. Huh. Alright, let's set her back down. I mean, if we can't get her running this time, we're just going to start ripping this thing apart. Make sure all my clip B's are in. Yep. Alright. How bad is it? Yeah, we've had worse when it's wrong. So what's wrong with it? I mean, overall, that's not bad, right? It's pretty good. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to, now we know we're not going to get this thing running, not with 3 dead pistons. But the block is good. The crankshaft is good. I'm good. It's just piston rings. Perfect. So everything else can basically be repaired on this. So, what do you say? We're going to put this back up in the air. And we're going to bring over a handy dandy little drain pan. I'm going to drain some oil out of it. Now, what my intentions are today is to get this motor out on the engine stand. We're going to strip the car down. I mean, we're taking off all this old stuff. And then once it's been taken down, ooh, look at that, we're missing some. And then once it's all been broken down, we're going to hit it with the welder. We're going to clean the body. We're going to fix the panels. And we're going to completely restore this thing. Now, I don't think it's going to be done in this episode. I'd like it to be, but I don't think it's going to be. So there'll be a 2-part episode. So pay attention for that. Also, too, those of y'all that are watching, don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you want to help support the channel. I mean, if you enjoy the content that you're seeing on here, don't forget to smash that like button, man. Help the channel grow. You know what I mean? Anywho, back over here. Ooh, we need another. What? What? Why are they doing that to me? There we go. Get that out of the way. Perfection. Now we take this out of the way. Oh, almost fell. Alright, look at these damn near brand new brake shoes. Woo-wee. Yeah, we got them. Gosh darn, eh? Now, I would like to get the suspension put back on the car this time around. So what's that going to entail? It is going to entail that we need new brakes, new shock coil spring assemblies, new wheel bearings, new brake rotors, anything that we can't fix, we'll automatically be buying new. Oh, must have one on the other side. Perfection. All right, let's get this upper control arm out of the way. Bust the bulb joint free. Oop, there we go. Perfection. All right, let's get the lower control arm out of the way here. Got one stuck frame control arm connecting bolt. All right, let's take this out of the way here. We don't need that there no more. All right, let's see. Let's get this tire off. There we go. Perfect. Good, good, good. All right, snag this up out here out of the way. There we go. We'll get the backing plate. We'll get this, snag this up our control arm out of the way. All right, now it opens up the world of possibilities for us, maybe. All right, let's grab this out. Let's get the outer tie rod out of the way here. Lower, or the inner tie rod, lower control arm. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, lower control. Ooh, this side was nice. This side came out like a hot knife going through butter. All right, let's grab this. Get this sway bar out of the way. Cross member, you are gone. But we still got to remove the gearbox and the starter. I mean, this is still pretty salvageable, this motor. So we got that going for it right now. All right, let's drop this down. Since we're pulling the motor, we don't need that in there right now. Let's grab out this. Brand new relay A, used B, right here. I mean, overall, this car is pretty dang good for the, you know, finding it in the barn. Yeah, we're gonna have to hunt down some body panels for it and such, because I'd rather use OEM equipment, you know what I mean? Original equipment manufacturer stuff, instead of the aftermarket replacements, because sometimes they don't fit, the paint doesn't look right on, it's just, there's a bunch of problems all the way around, you know what I mean? So I think we're good to pull this bad boy now. Oop, there we go, just like that. Run on over here, let's put this motor on the engine stand, right there, beautiful. Perfect. Alright, so, we need to take this off, let's take this off, that off. Don't, even though it's a good piece, we're not going to be reusing it. Ooh, look at that, look at these fenders, man, like, gosh darn, in excellent shape. Like, it's missing what for the body? A door. I mean, we're probably down on some cash now on this thing, you know what I mean? Let's see here, what are we down? We're down 14,000, you know, it's is what it is. Alright, so now we're going to bring this over. There it is. Now we're going to use this for 1,500 bucks. Come on over to here. We got some parts to fix here. Okay. Got the mirror, the right door, front fender. These look like they're all the original body panels for the car. Which we got that going for us right now, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's a good ordeal. Perfect. Alright. Let's go slap these parts back on. Let's see, we got a door. Oh, that might not be the original. We got a fender. We got a trunk. Got a bumper. Missing the dough. See? Missing the dough, man. Missing the dough, missing the dough. We basically got everything else, though. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Heck yeah. Now, what is she worth right now? Well, we're down 9,400 bucks, but that's because there's no power plant under it. So, okay. Now, I'm going to strip this down. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright, let's yank this intake off. Now we're at a crossroads right now. Do we put... I'm not putting a Hemi in it. It's going to still remain a 440, but do we want to put a 446 pack? Or do we want to put the original 440 Magnum back in it? My mind is telling me Magnum, but my body's saying 6-pack. And what a 6-pack is, it's the intake with 3 2-barrel carburetors on it. I guess maybe we should take this off first. Yeah. Sometimes that helps. Just sometimes. There we go. And we're going to be running basically all original equipment. I might change the internals on it a bit, like the piston, or I might, what? Oh yeah, these. I might change the pistons, upgrade them a little bit. I might change the cam profile. You know, just little tweaks. I mean, just little tweaks. Nothing I don't think anybody's gonna mind. You know, I'll probably crank it out to about 500 horse, somewhere around there. That's pretty decent for a street car. I remember back in the day, when if you had 500 horsepower in your car, man, you were king of the streets. Way back in the day. Let's see, do I gotta pull everything out of the heads? Nope. Don't ask me how that works, but it does. Nah, I think we're gonna go 440 Magnum back in it. Keep it OG original, you know what I mean? Well, as original as we can get. Of course, we're gonna do some things to it, you know, we're gonna spice it up. We're gonna make it a spicy meatball, you know what I mean? So. Let's get these rocker arms out of the way. Perfect. Now we got all these little push rods. OHBF. Go. We got this one, that one, this one. And we got a few of them, you know. Go. These are all going to be replaced. It's going to get a new valve train in it. Cylinder heads, if we can repair them, we will. Keyword being, if we can, we will. I mean, look at that piston. It's like brand new. I think I spotted 3 dead ones. And that would explain so much why I wouldn't run. You know what I mean? Especially if it's all in one bank, one side of the motor. Ooh, definitely ain't gonna run then. Alright, let's grab this spark plug. Same with this one. And then we got another one right here. And then we got this one. Perfect. Head cover, off you come. Alright, now we're gonna get all these push rods out of the way here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, it's only fair, right? We put the original engine block and crank and stuff back in it, right? Numbers matching. In my opinion, that's where the value is on these cars. Not everybody thinks the same way. Ooh, never mind. I'm not sure where the dead piston one is anymore. Alright, let's come around over here. Go. Ooh, that probably looks pretty decent. And I didn't put that in there. Hey, you know, tomato, tomato. Can't win everything, right? Alright, this be 7 and 8. This one right here would be 7. This one right here would be 8. Alright, and here's 5 and 6. We're taking the rod cap off number 6 right now. Now we're taking the rod cap off number 5. If that's the firing order, no. We're going to take out the piston rings from 5 and 6. Work our way up here to 3 and 4. Which we're doing 3 right now. Nope, number 4, pardon me, my bad. Now we're doing 3. Looks like the rod cap was just recently changed on it. But that's okay, you know, we're gonna put all brand new rod caps, crank caps, you know, we're gonna put all brand new stuff back in it. There's just a few things that I'm not gonna reuse, and that's those. Save those for another project. There we go. Perfection. Crank's ready to come out now. Same with the block. Perfect. Beautiful. Oop, that's a wall. Oh, a pillar actually. Well, holy crap. Here we go. 8 pages of parts. Let's get them all rebuilt. Brakes. Wheel cylinder. Wheel hub. Knuckle housing B. Why is it knuckle housing B instead of C? Because it's drum brakes. Leaf spring plate. Leaf spring. Leaf spring plate again. Leaf spring again. Brake shoe. Although, I may end up putting color on a few things here. Like the differential and the cross member. Hopefully I don't gotta buy one. Okay, I shouldn't. Nope, we're good. I may actually... I may end up... Yeah. making it all that satin matte black color. Which I think myself, I think it looked pretty darn snazzy, man. Looks snazzy. Alright, now we're starting to get into the engine components. Oh no. Don't go way up high enough. There we go. Perfection. I'd really like to make more of a Hemi orange, but almost lost it, man. Almost lost it. Okay, like I was saying, we're not going to reuse any of these. Perfect. Alright, so now what we're going to do is come on over in here. We're already set up for our parts, so that's good. Dump all these in there. All the good stuff anyway. You know what I think I'm going to do here first before we do all that? Yeah, we're not going to reuse all that stuff. Make it a little easier to grab parts and stuff as the time goes on, you know what I mean? Sucks that those don't get rebuilt, but whatever. Why do I can't repair those? Strange. Very, very strange. Alright, so now, come back into here. I forgot to do this, I forgot to do this, I forgot to do this. Maybe I didn't, but I did now. Perfect. Alright, now let's continue on back what I was doing here. You never know when we're going to build another Hemi or something, you know. But I don't want no junky parts in here, you know what I mean? Hey, get that back out here. Thank you. Trying to steal all my stuff. I mean, I want parts that I can use again, you know what I mean? Well, gosh darn. I mean, this car did have quite a good selection of parts to be reused. Holy crap. Oh darn, forgot a pipe. Oh well. Well, looky there. We already got 3 brand new crankshaft bearing caps. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rod caps. So we're already styling. I already had them bought anyway, so that's why I wasn't going to be reusing them. The reason why I say I already had them bought is because, well, I saw the oil pan off, and I was like, yeah, we're probably going to be... What? Huh. I was like, yeah, we're probably going to be needing all that stuff anyway, so may as well purchase it now while I'm thinking of it. And it turns out I just need the oil pan put on it, so yeah. But that's alright, you know, it is what it is. Alright, I think we've got all of our parts there. Alright, we're going to put the engine block and crank in here right now. We're going to order a bunch of parts here. Namely the upper and lower control arms, since I don't think that they got repaired. And we got to order all new shocks, all new fun stuff. So there we go, that's in there. Alright, so what do we have here for parts? Let's see, we're gonna just dump all that off. Alright, crossmember steering rack. Oh, we got one upper and lower control arm. We need another set. So we're gonna go boom. Boom. I need those. I ain't got no little bushings? Oh no, not the little bushing. And I need what? How many of these? 1, 2, 3. And I need a sway bar B. Huh, okay. Alrighty, man. Alright, so we need one of these. 2 of those. We're good on those. We need 2 of these. 2 of those. 2 of these. 2 of those. 3 of these. We're good on that. Oh, we needed 2 of these anyway because it didn't come with them anyway. We need 4 of these. 12 of these. I'm missing the sway bar. There it is. Let's see. We're pretty much... Oh, wait. We need 2 of those. We need 2 of these. We already got steering rack, so we're good on that. We need upper control arm. We need 2 wheel bearings, 2 wheel hubcaps. What have we got in here for brakes? Let's see. We got 1 caliper cylinder. We need just a caliper and 2 drums. Caliper, 2 drums, 2 brake pads. We need one of those, I think. I can't remember. No, we didn't, but we got one anyway, right? Alright, so what else we need? Oh, dang, we need a complete exhaust system for this car. Well, that was smart now, wasn't it there, Skippy? Alright, let's run over here. We need this, this, and this. The drive shaft, I think, got repaired, didn't it? No, it did not. Okay. What else needs it? Gearbox. OHV F. 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 Perfect. And then we need... what are the downpipes on this thing? What is that? Front exhaust pipe, OHV B. Okay. Because we can. Alright, we got those. Hello, there you are, right there, Skippy-roo. Now, we haven't built the motor yet. We're only going to be working on the suspension today. And then once we're done with the suspension, part 2 will be building the motor, putting it in the car, dyno in the car, taking the car to the drag strip, putting wheels and tires and all that other fun jive and stuff on it. You know what I mean? So, there'll probably be a video today and a video tomorrow. Be done, complete. Perfect. Alright, now, let's go over here. We got a couple things I got to do here. Now, pay no never mind to the parts. You're not supposed to see these yet. They're not here. They're a figment of everybody's imagination. Alright, let's see. We'll come down here. I'll drop this all the way down. Just like so. We'll bring this back. We'll bring this also back. I'll actually bring this out just a bit. Maybe, let's see. Oh wait, there we go. There we go. That smoothened it right out. Nice. I'll bring this brightness up just a bit. Perfect. Boom. Now the differential right there. There we go. Alright, so. Alright, when my parts get here, I'll turn the camera back on. We got the last of the parts here. We're going to head back into here, and we're going to start putting them on the old car. So, we're not going to be having no wheels and tires on it yet today. Ain't got one of them, so we're going to have to get one of them. Let's put this on. Let's put this on. Let's put this on. Hey, look at that, almost matches. I'm gonna put this one on over here. Perfect. Leaf spring, you are next. Perfect. Leaf spring plate. The U-boat. Got another U-boat. Nice. Little bushing for the rear. Little bushing for the win, man. Come on now. There we go. Perfect. Put on the wheel cylinder. Brake shoe. The drum. We got the wheel. We don't have one of those yet. That's where I'm kind of stuck right now. I don't know if I want to go, what style wheel I want to go. Do I want to go OEM or do I want to change it up a bit? You know, sure, we're restoring it, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's got to be numbers matching all the way. I just want to make sure that the block and the cranker numbers matching. Everything else can be whatever. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't want to go stupid on parts, or like not parts, but performance on it. You know what I mean? So that's why we got factory rotors for the front, factory, all that fun jiving stuff. Okay, so we need one of them. Bring up the old tablet here. I thought I had another one, but I guess I did not. Alright, it's on order. So we're stuck back here until then, which you guys will see in the next episode. Alright, let's put this on. Ooh, look how nice that looks. Looks clean, looks professional, right? That's the way I look at it. Now we're going to put this on. Beautiful. Now, there we go. Last bushing, perfection. Steering rack. The sway bar. The inner tie rod. Steering knuckle C. There we go. The outer tie rod. We're going to use that to hold it all up in place. Now we're going to put on the upper control arm. Upper, 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 upper. Before we get ahead of ourselves here, we've got to go put our shocks and springs together. There we go, just like so. Now this next video is not going to be that long. No, this one's going to be long, but that next one that I'm planning on putting together here, I don't think it's going to be all that long. You know what I mean? I really don't think so. Maybe 15, 20 minutes, something like that, you know. Just the conclusion to the build, you know what I mean? All the hard work's done here, so. Alright, let's put this on. Wheel hub. 3 bolts. Wheel bearing. Center cap, which I already knew we have. Rotor. What? Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so we're going to be basically getting just the bare bones of the suspension put together today. Yeah. So, y'all will have to wait and see what it looks like when we're done. I know I got these. We just went and bought those. God dang it, I can't believe I forgot those. Well, at least we know, we ain't got to worry about that. We ain't got no rotors. I ain't got no backing plate. And after this, oh wait, we still put the wheel hub and the bearing and the center cap on, so that's good. We got that going for us right now, you know what I mean? Alright, so on the next episode, see, I don't have no rotors. Looking pretty dang snazzy, I'd have to say right now. And technically, I can do this. So, alright, on the next episode, we will be putting wheels and tires on the car. We will be rebuilding the motor. And yeah, we're going to finish off the body. And I should have all the parts needed to finish this off. So, thank you all very much for watching. And we'll see you on the next episode.